Hello everyone, it's Quoia Renae and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to be dyeing my hair the color that you've seen, of course, on the thumbnail. I'm going to be using some quick glue and some 30 volume developer. I think it's pretty messed up to have this big gallon tube and then they only have a little bit of bleach in there, like y'all did wrong for that quick glue. But we're going to go ahead and take some of that bleaching powder and put it in my little mixing bowl, and I'm just going to basically put scoops of the bleaching powder in both sides because I'm dyeing all 4 of my bundles. Plus I'm going to dye a old closure I got this hair from Kendra's Boutique. I really don't want to keep shouting her out, y'all, because like putting money in sis pocket and she ain't really putting none in mine. But you know, I just want to put y'all up on game. I got this hair from Kendra's Boutique. I'm just going to be mixing this bleach with the 30 volume developer until it becomes a toothpaste consistency. And then I'm going to start with my first bundle. I like to brush my hair out first so I make sure I don't have any tangles in my hair, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start applying the bleach. I like to start on the bottoms and work the bottom and work my way up to the root, and then I'm just going to be applying it that way. So this process did take a long time. I think it took like a 2 or 3 day process because, mind you guys, this is jet black hair. So I did have to bleach it 2 times to the blonde that I wanted it to be. And because I wanted this color to show up, I didn't want the color super bright. I never want my color super bright because of my job. So I always want to try to keep it a little bit modest. So I do want it to show up. I want you to see the color. But I do bleach this twice. I'll use 30 developer the first time I bleached it, and then the second time I wanted it brighter. It wasn't just getting bright enough for me, so I went in with some 40 developer the second time I bleached it. I didn't show the second process, but I basically did the same thing you see me doing now, brushing the bleach through, applying it. I'm even going back in with some more developer because sometimes when it's too powdery, you need to just add some more developer so you can make the process easier for you when you're brushing it through, because you want to make sure that you're brushing that product through so you can make sure that it gets on all the strands. You ain't trying to have no black strands. You're trying to have all blonde strands, so you're going to make sure you're opening up that bundle, getting that bleach everywhere. So I left that bleach on. I can't really give you all a real time frame. I would say, I guess, maybe between 20 minutes. I just kept going in and looking at my bundles. If it looked like it was too dark, I left it on. If it looked like it was light enough, that's when I took it off. And then when I took it off, this was the blonde that it was. It still was dark at the ends of my hair for whatever reason. I didn't know why, but it was dark. So I said I'm going to bleach it again, but this time I'm going to start at the ends, and I left it on for about 10 minutes before I started working my way at the top. And then this is the shade of blonde that I got before I started my process. So once I began, I went in with these. I think I'm using about 6 shades. No, I'm not going to put all of these shades on my bundles, but what I am going to do is just test a few colors on a piece of hair, leftover hair that I have from my bundles. I do suggest doing that just so that you can make sure that your color comes out the way you want to, just to save you some time. And I still ended up wasting a lot of time because every time I dyed my bundles and I blow dried it, it ended up not really being the color that I liked. But I just used mocha, rich amber, burgundy envy, cinnamon, and Cajun spice. I really think that mocha, which was the brownish shade, made the strand of hair way too dark, so I went in with less colors. I feel like the more colors I used, the darker that it was making it. So the third time that I did this, because I did this 3 different times, I tested it on like about 3 different strands of hair, and you all are going to see in the video. This is me going in with that blonde piece of hair and just dipping it in, and it definitely came out way too dark. But the third time I did it, I did like the color. However, once I blow dried it on my bundles, I wasn't really happy with it. But we're going to get into that later on in the video. But I'm just going to let you all see me test these 3 different strands. And I just didn't use mocha the second time to see how it would go out and how the final look would look, and it was still too dark. And then the third time, I think I went in with just Cajun spice, cinnamon, and then some of that burgundy envy. And then that was the right color. That was the perfect color. That was the color I was going for. That brownish, burgundy, auburn color. That was the color that I was going for. So like I said before, this was definitely the color I was going for once I did test it on that third strand. As you all can kind of see on the other side of my of this little sample of hair, that the color was way too dark. Like I said, I did not want that color, but I did end up going in to make it darker anyways once I tested it on my bundles. But this is just me going in with some of that cinnamon, that Cajun spice, and like I said, that burgundy envy. I finally did put it in a large tub that I got from Walmart, and then I just mixed it all up in some boiling hot water, and then I dumped my bundles in. So right here is where I realized that my hair was just a bit too orange for me. I think I used a little bit too much of the orange and the cinnamon. I mean the cinnamon and the Cajun spice. I just went overkill with that. So I definitely re-dyed my hair after this session. I don't have it in the video because I got frustrated, y'all. I was over it because I was like, man, I'm tired. I've been up all night. I had work the next day. So I did not get a chance to record that, but I did go in with a second batch of boiling hot water, and I used some honey brown, and then I went in with some more of that burgundy envy because like I said, I wanted my hair to be a reddish brown. I didn't really want it to be orange like that, but I just wanted it to have like a little bit of an orange tint just to make it that auburn fallish color, even though it's going to be summer, but that's the color I was going for. And this is how it looked once I blow dried it. That's why I say I did not like that. But once I was done, I went in with some Tresemme and some silicone mix. You definitely want to make sure that you're using a good shampoo and a good conditioner because you've taken your hair through a really, really long process. So you just want to make sure that you do your bundles some good. Make sure that you're deep conditioning those bundles, rinsing it out real good. Once I was done rinsing and conditioning, long-term process. This is the finished look. This was the perfect shade that I was going for, y'all. Like I said, I did dye it twice and I did bleach it twice, and this was the final look. I really love this color, and I hope you all do too, and if you don't, that's okay. I love you all. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Quoia_Renae. Bye.